All right, what is good? What is good? What is good? All right, me personally, just going to be going through the charts today. Going to be talking about the S&P, just overall market. I think the overall market's getting, it's getting near a tipping point. Now, I do think there's a little more upside left. We could see a little bit of a, I guess you want to call it holiday rally here. But I don't know how much smoke is left in this thing, man. This thing has got to be running out of steam here shortly, I would think. I just think ultimately, like, the market's not looking the best, and you're starting to see some things pick up in China now, and this could have a lot of effects on the market as well. The timing is just oh so beautiful. But if we take a look here at SPY, let's get this over here. I think the biggest thing I'm noticing with SPY right off the bat, again, it's going to be that trend line, guys. I've been talking about this trend line for quite a long time now. A lot of the market makers are watching this, smart money, you know, big hedge funds, all this good stuff, right? This is the downtrend line that has been holding down the S&P majority of the year, okay? And those who are new to the stream, hit that subscribe, baby. I love to have you, man. I stream every Sunday. For those on my YouTube channel that are new, if you're not new, welcome back. Hit that like, helps out the channel. Just driving through here again. We're talking about the S&P 500 here. Here's what I pulled up. Again, this is on the daily chart, higher time frame. And again, I think we're going to hold that downtrend line. Now, in my opinion, just based on how the price action looks, I think there's a really good chance that we do, you know, we fill some of this region here. I think the price will land up here. I think we have green probably the next few days here, but not too many more days, in my opinion. I think we're going to find this trend line and respect it very well and see a quick rejection. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Patterns tend to repeat themselves, but don't always have to. And you can see this one has been repeating itself the entire year. So again, it's an inflection point, right? We've been holding this trend line since what, January 4th. Okay, January 4th is when we hit all-time highs in the markets, and we started this trend line here, hit it again sometime in late March, again in the middle of August, right, during that summer rally we had, and perhaps one more time. So it's very well respected. Wouldn't surprise me. Again, I think green the next few days here, and then from there it's going to be hell. But we'll see, right? We can make money in both directions. That's what we teach and preach on our entire channel here, on the entire YouTube channel, and also through our private Discord community, which is for free right now. Well, certain portions of it, but you can join our Discord for free. You just have very limited access. If that option seems, you know, fancy to you, let me know. But we talk about how you can make money in both directions, both up or down. So I don't really care which way it goes. Me personally, I just want clarity, right? So let's see what happens. I'm waiting for a big reaction move as we get near that trend line. And that's really it. You know, I think you're going to see a lot of this with a lot of your other stocks. You're going to see a lot of your favorite trading stocks, unless they're penny stocks, probably get near an inflection point here soon. So don't be surprised if the market starts turning red consecutively the next few weeks here. Wouldn't surprise you if you looked at the broader outlook. Okay. Hit that like, man. 5 people, 2 likes. Damn. What's up? You're in Lyft at 1070. What do you think of the chart short term? Again, it depends on how Lyft rides with the market. I think, again, the broader market's not looking the best. That's the broader market. There's going to be stocks that go up every day. There's going to be penny stocks that still slap, even if the recession's on board and market's tanking and shit. There's always going to be stocks that are pushing up. So don't be fearful of that. Okay. Lyft, kind of that same case, right? I don't know how well it respects the markets. I don't know what it rides with. I'm assuming this is a NASDAQ component. Okay, so QQQ might be something you want to watch, or the NASDAQ as you're watching Lyft. Okay, now it's actually holding up better than Lyft. It looks like Lyft has actually just been selling off for quite some time now. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Yeah, so right now I'm on the weekly chart with Lyft. Big displacement here. Started to sell off gradually. Lyft is still maintaining lower lows here on the weekly chart and lower highs. Lower lows down here, right? Lower highs up here. So you know, it's still showing signs of bearishness. I need to find, I'd like for it to find some common support. Now, it does look like it is very short term, possibly finding a common low here. Right, we can label that common support here. It does look like it is starting to find a common support, but let's wait for confirmation of a bounce. The big thing for me is I'm going to look for on lift. You know, I'll have a lot more confidence in where this thing is headed if we can break that 1375 here. Okay, so that's going to be your previous daily high here, right? Or PDH, right? If we can get above that, I'll feel a lot more peachy. And there's some liquidity on the way up here, so I think there's a fair chance if it starts making its way. It's very discounted. Lift, it's very oversold. I think it has more upside than downside in the very short term, but we'll have to see what happens ultimately with the markets. You can even see it short term here a little bit. It's starting to find a little bit of support here, forming these higher lows, so that's a good sign so far. We just need to start breaking each high one at a time, and that next one, your next significant one's gonna be that 1375, but your interim high is definitely going to be that 1158. You want to break past that, and then just before that, it's going to be that, what, 1137. So 1137, 1158, and then that 1375 is going to, yeah, that's probably what you're going to want to go for. NASCAR, what up, baby? GRND brought strength in the SPAC tickers. I think the trade is down out now. GRND, Grinder, and the D-SPAC tickers. Yeah, Grinder. Yeah, the what is that like? That's like Tinder for like homosexuals, right, or something like that. GRND. Yeah, this thing's been getting a lot of hype and momentum lately. It's not even on Finbiz. Grinder. Yeah, this thing just slapped up, man. Quick pump and dump. Holy Lord. It went from 12 to 72. Actually, even less than that. What? I don't know when they officially went public, but something's been going on with them lately. I know that for sure. Because, I mean, wow. Within a span of one day, at least that, you know, yeah, from an open to a close in one day, it swung. Let's measure it here. Yeah, 320% in one day. Holy shit. And you can see it already cooled down. So it looked like a quick little pump and dump action there. Yeah, price action supported that. It looks like it's finally normalizing again. So you think the trade's dying out now. Looking for a shift to recent reverse splits. Okay, so you think you think liquidity is going to shift towards recent reverse split companies here. You know, is there a way you can track who has recently undergone? Is there some way you can filter out and say, hey, here's who's undergoing a reverse split in the near future, or here is the companies that have in the recent past? I know that I think there's a way in the near future that'd probably be easier than finding something that's already happened, but other than that, it might be tribal. I guess, you know, I can look at the top gainers and try to speculate, like PKBO. We can try that. PKBO hasn't had a reverse split. Yeah, kind of just going through the motion here, unless you already put on to a set of companies that have recently done that. Cosm's been on fire. I've been keeping my eyes on Cosm. It's been a good penny stock. Is multi-day running for a little bit. It didn't really hold, but there could be some more continuation. The price action's interesting. Yeah, the price action's interesting here. The daily looks iffy, but Cosm, man. Cosm's got something cooking. So Cosm, CGTX. CGTX is moving nice. No reverse split there. It's probably going to be something that's a very low, like, yeah, it's, well, obviously, right? It's going to be probably a small cap or micro cap. Let's check out Manu. This thing's running nice. Yeah, I have no idea what's reverse splitting soon, but I'm sure there's a way we can find it. All right, 6 viewers, 4 likes. That means 2 of you guys are lazy. Hit that like button, man. It's easier on mobile too. No excuse. Best guess of recent reverse splits to run this week are GMVD and BVXV. Okay, GMVD. Yeah, split 1 to 35. 1 to 35. Damn. So it hasn't happened yet. It says on the 21st. Oh, unless it already did happen. But you're saying the liquidity, I think you're saying the liquidity may carry over to these. All right, GMVD. Oh, okay, so healthcare sector looks like. Excuse me. BVXV. All right, verse splits on Friday. 10 to 1, 1 to 10. BVXV. The price action doesn't look as attractive with BVXV. Last month it looked pretty steady. Let's see. It's just so hard to get a read on these damn things because, like, whatever they do, it's spontaneous. But obviously, you could try to forecast that spontaneous movement, that spontaneity. Is that a word? I don't know, man. Look how low crude oil is. Holy shit. Guys, the pump's getting cheap right now, baby. Gas at the pump better be cheap right now, baby. If it ain't, I don't know where you live, but figure it out. Oh, you probably live in California. That might be what it is. The dollar's something I've been watching. The dollar's getting very interessante here. It's very cheap. That's good. That's good. But is it going to start basing soon? Okay. As the dollar comes down, the market typically goes up. Same with the bond yields, right? Could it be finding a little bit of support here soon? We still need to break this market structure here, right? This prior low at about that. Let's see. It's about that 3.567. 3.567 percent. Dollar Dixie, same thing, right? Want to break some structure here. That next level is going to be about that 104.645. Then the VIX has been selling off for some time now. I'd expect this thing to flip pretty soon here. You know, we don't try to exercise technical analysis on the VIX too much. You really don't want to. It's not the best habit. But you can see, right, typically whenever the VIX gets oversold, it tends to rebound, just like most things fundamentally. And the VIX is extremely oversold, okay? So, you know, if the VIX starts flipping here, the market's going to be looking pretty damn red here. Ethereum and Bitcoin. Let's see if Ethereum and Bitcoin can give us any anticipation here for the markets tomorrow morning. Now, the pre-market, or now the futures are wide open right now, okay? So they are trading right now. We can take a look at those. I do have a little bit of delayed data, 10 minutes, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Just because I mostly trade like SPY, like I trade ETFs in the futures. But Bitcoin's been kind of consolidating a lot lately. Not a whole lot of symptoms here as to whether or not we have red tomorrow. If you look at ES here, the E-mini futures, it is selling off here. Yeah, the futures are definitely selling off here. Getting near these areas, right? These prior lows. We're testing a prior low as we speak, and then we have one more just below that here. So let's see what we can do here in this position. It's getting a little interesting here on ES. Now, it won't surprise me on ES if we do somehow land, or if we land around here, it won't surprise me. Okay. Now, I think we do hold. You know, I think we can hold around this region here, around that prior low. But again, it won't surprise me if we do land down here. But I think ultimately, in the short term, I think it's very possible, based on price action, that we do see this trend line up here at some point. So, you know, maybe there's a sell-off prior to, you know, whatever it is. But I'd expect us to see some upside before we see much further downside. hit that like. Man, make sure y'all checking out my new videos, all 3 of you. Check out my new videos, man. If not, go hit the like. Go support the dude. Support the movement, man. Other than that, I will leave the questions wide open for y'all. I will chart whatever you want me to chart, man. Just let me know in those descriptions or in the the chat here. Let me know if you want me to chart something up for you. I'm wide open. This is all for you, baby. All right. I'd expect a bigger turnout. You know, Sunday night, guys. Let's dial in. Come on. Stock market's open tomorrow. Get your shit together, right? Let's get some trades ready for tomorrow. You shouldn't be doing all this last minute. That just tells me a lot of people ain't ready for tomorrow. Because there's only 3 people in here. Ain't nobody ready, man. You ain't ready to trade, man. What the fuck you gonna do? You gonna wake up and just start making money? It don't work like that, man. You gotta put in the work. So get ready to trade. All right, just checking the chat here. SPY. I like to trade SPY. One of my personal favorites. Besides NVIDIA. NVIDIA's a nice one to trade. Tesla. We're always watching Tesla here. Tesla. I think Tesla has a good chance of oh man, I really don't know. You know, it depends on the market. I think Tesla is, again, I think has a good chance of seeing at least 200 again or getting near it. 200 is going to be that next key level here on Tesla. All right, 200 set prior high about. It's going to be a very difficult level to break, but I think there's a chance that we could see it at the very least, right? Price is going to want to grab some of that. All right, common resistance area and or supports, common level, strong level. All right, Azul. Yeah, we can take a look. Azul, like the color blue. Azul. Let's take a look here on the weekly. Yeah, I mean, let's see, pretty bearish. Azul's pretty bearish right now. We got to be a little bit careful with this one. Let me see here. Yeah. You know, you're still forming lower highs, but you're starting to also find a little bit of a common support here. Seeing higher lows momentarily. This music's ass. Seeing higher lows momentarily. You have a little bit of a common support level there. But the lower highs has me worried. You almost have a little bit of a descending triangle here. Whoops. So be careful with that. That's a pretty bearish pattern. Low descending triangle. Did flash below it once a little bit here. Let's see what the price wants to do here next. Dial in a little bit closer. So right, you know, where we're currently standing right now, I'm going to be seeing if we can hold support at that prior support we've been holding for some time now. Puts us at about 690, 691. I'd say 691. Pretty common area right now, pretty common region. You can dabble down here and possibly go as low as even 672. But as of now, I'd just be a little bit careful, right? Price looks like it wants to... I mean, the bias looks like it wants to go down. It's slowing down a little bit, though. I mean, you're getting smaller body candles, back-to-back spinning top candles here. So there is a chance that we could see at least some upside, but as far as the reversal goes, it's going to take some smoke. We're gonna need some smoke for reversal, okay, for sure. First things first is like clearing that prior significant high. I'd argue is up here at about that 827. We need to get past that, and then it looks like there's a nice little gap right here too, even, which should help propel us if we can get past that level. Boom. All right. Poly. I remember looking at Poly. Had the 1 to 50 reverse split on 11/16, drifted lower following the split. Then announced FDA fast track designation for its drug pre-market on 11/22 and ran from 2 to 6. So how to reverse split? Yeah, insider trading at its finest. Hey man, let's bring this thing lower and then short the fuck out of it, and then we'll come out with some news to pump it. Look at this thing, man. What the fuck ever. Okay, well right now it's holding up pretty good. Right now it is holding up pretty fair. I still think there's a chance we could maintain that. Looks like there's a little bit of a gap here that we are holding up as well. And we're you know, from here to here, and we're starting to fill up that region here. So there's liquidity here that's been grabbed, and I think there's a chance we could see more upside here. Let me look at the daily. Check volume out real quick. Yeah, that volume's coming in like a machine. As long as we maintain that gap, I'm pretty cool with it. So here's the big thing, right? We need to really hold this level here on Pally. If we break this level, it's going to be pretty invalidated to me. If it has the liquidity that it has right now that we think is lingering in here, getting ready to propel it further, it needs to hold above 321 in my opinion. It really does. 320. If it holds above 320 going into tomorrow, I think there's a fair chance. It could flash through it, fake some people out, but 320 is going to be that big level. Oh, sorry guys. Excuse me. I did the stretch. I think I only slept for like 2 hours. Gary, what's up, brother? Still holding hope for all China stocks. I believe protests and zero COVID will pass. That'd be good. Still liking NEO while cheap. What are your thoughts? Yeah, NEO looks super good, super cheap. I love NEO long term. Good company. I'm still in it. Yeah, I like the stock. My buddy just put a lot of money into this company. He's been averaging down quite a bit. NEO at $10 is unbelievable. I mean, if it goes a little bit lower, like, I'm not tripping too much about it. It's going to take a lot for it to go much lower. I mean, yeah, even if there's a recession and whatnot, I get it. But you guys got to remember, this NEO is government subsidized, okay? It's like a defense contractor company, right? It won't go under because the government's not going to let it, right? It's funded by the government. It's supported by the government. The Chinese government is counting on NEO on being one of the front runners in the 2035 EV world that is projected for China. They want zero emissions by 2035, and they want NEO as perhaps the front runner in doing that. Obviously, Tesla's dominating that space in China right now in terms of market share, but NEO is domestic to them, so they are looking to sustain this company. And you know, it's valued more than $10 a share. Honestly, it's just, you know, it's going through its ebbs and flows. I like NEO a lot. I think it makes sense. It's a good company. You just got to, you know, it's a growth stock, right? With these growth stocks, they're a lot more volatile and a little more speculative. Now, I wouldn't say this is as speculative, at least from a company standpoint. The only thing you're going to have more hiccups with versus like a U.S. company is going to be obviously like Chinese policy and things like that. That offers a lot more volatility. That's why Chinese stocks got to be really careful with them. But other than that, yeah, I mean, China looks great, baby. I mean, not China. NEO looks great. One last RS ASAP was on a 1 to 20. The company's called ASAP. That's sick. It was on the 1 to 20 split and a ticker change. It used to be the ticker WTRH. Oh, I remember WTRH. Yeah, I remember when that thing was going nuts. Completely collapsed the day after the split. Oh, yeah, no, don't worry about it, dude. We got time. I got at least another 30 minutes before I hang out my private Discord here. If you guys want to join my Discord for free, limited access, you can do that, and I will post an invite for you in 2 seconds here. Discord, join up. Boom. If you guys are interested in joining the Discord channel, I do give out a free daily watch list for stocks, and it has like 5 or 6 stocks on there with price targets. Eat it up. Okay, that's free, guys. Come on, let's go, baby. Nothing to lose. Okay, ASAP was 1 to 20. It used to be WTRH, but ASAP completely collapsed the day after the split. Yeah, I remember WTRH. Okay, yeah. Interesting. I'll tell you the raw price action's looking raw. This thing looks like it's nosediving based on the price action right now. Getting a little oversold. However, yeah, November 22nd was a split. Sorry about the music. I'd rather play better music, but YouTube's gonna yell at me. No copyright. That's fine. Yeah, ASAP, you know, just based on the raw price action, it still looks pretty damn bearish to me. You had massive displacement here in the price, which is usually a telltale sign that it's wanting to go down further. However, when you zoom out, though, it's getting pretty oversold. So it's gonna, you know, it's just getting a little extended to the downside, right? It's almost like if I were to flip this upside down or something, right? It's like, would you go long on this right now if you saw it looking like this? Like, is that a buy? You know what I mean? I mean, like, you know what I mean? It doesn't look like a buy to me, right? It's like it was shooting up, right? It's kind of testing this key area here, and it's curling slowly, but it's starting to struggle. You're seeing the price start to bend here. So we need to clear this prior high, right? This is upside down. We need to clear that prior high for me to definitely start seeing a nice reversal here. Now, it's probably going to happen quick because it's a penny stock, but that prior high puts us at about, let me see here. Let me try a different chart tool so I can read it faster. 1140, right? So 1140 is going to be that prior high. I'd like to get past just using the high level weekly chart, daily. And that's quite a far a bit there. So actually, let me we won't scratch that. We need to keep that in mind. But very, very interim, I just keep it simple and try to get past your next kind of pivot point here, which probably puts you at about, again, still a little bit of a reach here, but $4.14 from today's price. I mean, shush, it's got to be a couple 100% there. So if we do see a run on this, you know, look to trade within this vicinity. 253.85% is going to take us to that prior high. Don't know exactly what's going on, but feels like a lot of manipulation right now. Yeah, no, this looks manipulated. That displacement is absolutely insane. I mean, look how hard it's driving down prior to the share split. I mean, that, you know what I mean? It's conspicuous as hell. Like, that's why penny stocks are wild, guys. Like, I like penny stocks, but damn, like, you want to talk about manipulation? Damn. Like, everybody knows the stock market's rigged, but damn, you can, like, see the shit. You can see it. I mean, the red tape's everywhere, especially in penny stocks. You don't see it as much in these bigger companies, but holy shit. Like, it's like the stocks were pulling up before. You can see, like, they take a big dip before they announce news that'll make it rip. It's like unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yeah. I wish we could make money for free just by working for somebody, like a company. Like all these CEOs and shit sitting together. Hey, man. Hey, put 10 mil on this stock, man. I'm gonna pump it up tomorrow. It's like, okay, sounds good. What the fuck, man? What a game, dude. That's that Pelosi bullshit. Fucking corrupt ass, dude. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, it's blatantly done in front of everybody's face. Like, oh, hey, just letting you know, I'm going to have my husband put millions of dollars into Nvidia, and then I'm going to sign a bill in like a month or two that's going to pump the stock up, just letting y'all know. What? I don't know. Whatever, dude. Can't do nothing about it. There's no point in me wasting energy over it. They all do it anyways. It's just like, damn, it's like there's a difference between like doing it and then like doing it in the public's face. If you do it in the public's face and get away with it, it's just like, it's blatantly like illegal, but you're blatantly saying, hey, I just committed something illegal and you can't do anything about it. It's like, damn, spit in my face. Versus like, how about y'all just keep doing your thing, but do it under the radar and don't announce it. But whatever, man, I'm getting too deep into it. Either way, yeah, you know, it's all game. Here's the way I play with it, man. There's no point in trying to fight, you know, Pelosi and all these other people, man. How about this? How about we just, you know, there's no point complaining. We just, just let them do their thing. Can't do much about it, but we ride with it. All right, so just ride with the Sharks, okay? You can try to be one day, but I think the easiest thing is to just ride with them. So, right, they move the markets, so let's just move with them, right? You ever see those fucking little things that stick to a shark, like the side of its body or some shit? What the fuck are those things called, man? Little leechers. Fish on shark's body. A remora? Is it called a remora? All right, here's what you guys got to be, dude. Here's what we got to be, all right? If we're not going to be sharks, we got to be a remora, all right? At the very least. Easy. Easy, man. And I can't bring my screen down. What is going on? I think I need a new computer mouse. What is up with my mouse? Right, just be one of these, man. Just be a remora, man. Just suck onto the shark, man. Let the sharks do their thing. Jump on board. Ride with it. All right, that analogy took forever to get out. I'm sorry. Tried to be funny with 3 people in here. All right, gang. What questions do you guys have? I got to wrap up the stream in a few minutes, so take advantage of it. I can chart for you. Let me know, man. Again, the stream's for you guys. I can entertain as much as I can, but, I'm just trying here, man. It's stocks, so, take advantage of it. It's Sunday. You guys should be dialing in tonight, having a plan for tomorrow, unless you do a day of. Maybe that's your preference, or a little bit of both. But now's a good time to do that. I will be going live on my private Discord in about 20 minutes here, so just bear that in mind. And yeah, let me see. Let's go to FinViz real quick. Take a look here. MICT. So these stocks have been clapping lately. Obviously, penny stocks. MICT looks interesting. This thing is on go mode. Wow, that thing is multi-day running. Holy shit. This thing's a beast right now. MICT, Mint. I don't know what they do. It's an electronic company, okay. Penny stock on the NASDAQ. Financial tech, so fintech. They're killing it, whatever they're doing, man. I mean, they're launching. All right, so maybe look for some continuation on that. It says it's overbought though, so that's a good observation from FinViz there. JCSE maybe. Ooh, Manu. We looked at Manu already. XPawn. Let's try XPawn and then JC. We'll try that JC one out next. JCSE. XPawn expansion 360. I feel like I've heard of this before. I mean, the stocks look like, the chart looks like shit. Looks like salt and pepper. Like, how am I supposed to chart with this? Like, oh yeah, dude, look at a little bit of a descending triangle. Looks like there's a descending triangle for me right here. Chinese virus. Yeah, man. I don't know what that is, man. Dorito. I don't know, but you can't really chart with this. It's just doesn't necessarily mean it's illiquid, but it's goofy. It's goofy. It's the most I can say about it. Clean Tech, JE Clean Tech Holdings Limited, little pump and dumper, little pumper. Market structure is looking a little iffy. I don't know how much more steam this thing has left. All right, let's check the chat here. No questions, guys. Damn, man, come on, man. How do I get you all fired up? What kind of videos do you guys want to see on the YouTube channel? I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm trying to come up with some more videos today. Please let me know, guys. I'm really trying to, revamp the channel here. I'm trying to get, trying to get you guys on the right foot here, trying to see what you guys are looking into now. I've, ever since I stopped YouTubing and now I'm coming back, I've learned a lot about trading, and I've gotten way better at trading. So, we're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. So if there's anything you'd like to learn, man, let me know. We could throw it up. Obviously, I can only share so much with like my strategies and whatnot like that, but I preserve that for my private Discord, because our subscribers, they work hard, they pay their subscription fees to be in there. But just going through the YouTube, man, let me know what you guys are looking into, man. We got a few videos up right now. Hopefully that they're serving you well. I uploaded a video today to show you guys kind of how to use Active Trader. Please go watch that video. Active Trader is big. If you like using the Thinkorswim trading platform, okay, that's offered by TD Ameritrade. That's the broker. Thinkorswim's the trading platform. You just download it separately. Go check out that video, guys. I'm telling you, this is what I use to trade and many others, and I'm telling you, Active Trader is fucking snapping. It's fucking snapping. It's crazy, man. Like it's like it makes trading a video game. It's just buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell instantly, right? So I highly encourage that you guys go and check that out. XPawn's interesting. It ran shortly after the 90 LPX, but on low volume. Now it's well past the 180 LPX in huge volume. LPX. What is LPX? Remind me. Mind explaining how to make money on rent days? Yeah, I just short the market. So I trade options and I buy put options contracts. So you can just short too. So if you just trade like equities, or you just trade stocks straight up, instead of hitting buy, just hit sell. I mean, that's literally all it is. I mean, no joke. Like, so if I'm trading if I'm trading NEO one day, I mean, again, this is assuming so let's assume you have 0 shares of NEO, right? I'm going to start with a clean slate example so I can make it very simple for you guys. But if I have 0 shares of NEO, and let's say I think NEO is going to be red tomorrow, as soon as the market opens, I'm going to sell 10 shares of NEO, right? That's going to be $117. And if NEO goes down, then I'll buy back those shares to cover my short position, and then I'll make money that way. Now, I use options because there's more leverage. So like, I still trade penny stocks, but options is just like my thing. That's why like my whole watch list here is like a lot of like bigger companies now, because as I've gone through trading, these seemed a lot more easier to trade. It seems a lot easier to just kind of ride with the market instead of fighting it. So a lot of these companies, they're extremely liquid, right? Apple, Netflix, Microsoft, Tesla, Amazon. I trade a lot of these, and I trade options, and you can buy put options. So it's basically me betting on the price going down. So I make money in both directions. Actually, I make a lot more money shorting than going long. I've been doing well the last few months because I've been shorting the markets, but I really just go with where the market is going. Like, that's what makes trading easier, is if it's the whole trend is your friend thing, right? It's a little cliche, but it's true. Like, if there's clear direction, or if there's clear direction, the price isn't just consolidating, and this is with any type of stock, penny stock, whatever. It's always easier to trade, right? Because the thing's in your favor, it's in your direction. But when things are very choppy and kind of in the same spot, and you're like, where the fuck is this thing going? It makes it harder to trade. So that's why, for me, I try not to have too much of a particular bias on the overall stock market, except for from a fundamental standpoint, because I understand the macroeconomic side of things, the macro perspective of things. So that's why I have a little more bias to the downward direction, right? More recessionary bias. But other than that, like, I really just play day by day. I'm just like, hey, could go down, could go up tomorrow. I don't really give a shit. I just want to have clarity in that direction, so then I can capitalize on that. Have I done SPY? I see futures gap down. Yeah, I did do SPY. Futures did gap down. I noticed that. I did not chart SPY yet, but I think there's a fair chance. So there's a big liquidity pool down here on SPY. And I think prior to that, I think there's a good chance that SPY holds this floor right here. So it doesn't surprise me if we see a red day before green, but I do think we do see green next week. I do think we have a green. We start off the week green, or maybe we start off red tomorrow or Tuesday. I do think we see green next week for sure. but not much more. I do think SPY's capping out here. I really do, man. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on here, but this trend line right here, that's what I'm watching. So the price, price is telling us we're gonna have some continuation up towards that point. So I do think we still see a nice little rally here, but it's gonna be very short lived. Okay, we've already had this extreme rally and it's starting to cap out here. I do think we can come up here, still love tap some of this price action up here, and ultimately slam down. Yeah, we might sell off, prior to, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm looking for us to get fucking slammed. Okay, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens one day at a time. LPX lockup expiration. Okay, it's basically when the insiders can sell out of their positions following an IPO. Oh, got you. Okay, got you. So they ran shortly after their 90-day, but on low volume. Now it's well past 180-day in huge volume. Okay, got you. Main expirations on these are at 90 and 180-day. That's right. But there are rules in the S1 that makes the 60-day pretty important too. Often you see big spikes in volume, but not necessarily price between the 60 and the 90. Okay, that makes sense. Sure, that makes plenty. Yeah, I think I've heard 60 and 90 for sure. For the LPX thing, lockup expiration. Yeah, this is crazy too, because like if you get into private equities, you can buy like stocks well before they IPO. And then like just go nuts with them. Like, I remember I had a chance to buy Robinhood. It was really cheap. Let me see here. I'm trying to remember what the price was. I think it was like $6 a share or something crazy. It was really cheap, and I could have bought it before it went public. I had the option to, and I didn't. I don't think it was $6. I want to say it was in the 20s now. But anyways, I had an option to buy it really cheap. But then you had to wait, plus those 60 days. However far that puts me out. So, hindsight, but 60 days from here is like, you still could have made a lot of money. And look, you see that little spike there right before the 60, but if that even means anything. But yeah, still could have made really good money. Okay, cool. I learned something. All right, gang. 14 minutes till I go live with my private Discord channel. So I privately go live with my Discord channel. Guys, you can join my Discord for free. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. Join up, guys. It's completely free. Not the entire thing, but it's free to join the Discord with very limited access. But I'll give you a free daily watch list, right? Every day, a daily watch list with 5 or 6 companies on there and price targets. You have nothing to lose. I just want you guys to be a part of my community here. External to the YouTube, and I think this is a good opportunity. If you want to expand upon that, you can sign up for trade signals and individual coaching as well. We do learning sessions every single week, multiple times a week, with other traders in there that also share with you their strategies as well, including myself. All that is available to you, but at the very least, it's free to you to have a free daily watch list here. So join up, baby. Do you buy your options expiration date same day for day trading? I do not buy 0 DTE. No. Hell no. That's just crazy. It depends. If I'm lotto, I might, but I don't buy 0-day expirations. No, I don't. That's just not my thing. No. I don't prefer to, unless I'm sizing very small and it's a lotto. The main 90 LPX play I'm watching is GCT. I think it has all the makings of a post 90 LPX squeeze, but it hasn't run yet. Keep your eyes on it then, brother. That might be a good one. If that's the case. Damn, dude, I'm white. I need to get tan. Holy shit, guys. I look like I'm straight out of like Republic of Congo in the middle of summer. I'm telling you, dude. Like, I get really dark. Maybe it's my white lighting. That might explain it too. Let's see here. GigaCloud. The price action looks fairly bullish. I mean, it's starting to it's forming a little bit of a pennant here. It's looking fairly bullish. I mean, higher lows somewhat. It just looks like it's squeezing a little bit here. The support level is iffy. I can't really get a good read on the support. It's just a little choppy and volatile, but it looks pretty good on the 1 hour here on the higher time frames. Daily looks great. This looks pretty good. This looks bullish. Potentially bullish at least, right? Earnings are coming, right? Could be some pre-anticipatory running we see. I like the price action. I think it looks good. You know, I'm a big fan of like triangle patterns. I do trade patterns. It's one of my strategies, but just one of like my few. I have a few strategies, not very many. And I do trade patterns, but I usually use them in conjunction with reading price action too. So I don't know if a pattern's probably going to be a false breakout or not just by reading the price action and market structure. But so far this one, you know, it's building up. I like the stock. It looks fair, right? It's something I definitely that adds interest to me. So I think it looks fair. Yeah, man. GCT. I'm gonna add that to my list actually. My personal list here. Thanks for sharing that, man. AMD is a good one. AMD is really good to trade for options. Highly liquid, low spreads. I think it's gonna pop. How do you feel about it? Yes, semis are interesting. I'd be careful because, you know, the Chinese markets and whatnot. But AMD it looks a little scary. It looks like it's double topping. I would almost I don't know. It's looking a little bearish. So the market structure looks very iffy here. You have lower highs. It almost looks like it could be potentially building up a double top here. Wow. Let me see if I could. Confirmation for me would definitely be if we break this low here. But I'm going to be watching this low very close on AMD. That's this is your saving grace right here. If you break that, I'd just be done with it. But this actually looks good for a short for now. So just be careful, okay? Like I said, guys, you want to be careful because ultimately the broader stock market, the indices, they're getting near an inflection point. Doesn't mean they're looking bearish, but they're getting near an inflection point where we got to be really freaking careful here because you might see everything else tumble with that. So I guarantee you, if you look on higher time frames of other bigger companies, they're going to start maybe preemptively looking like they're going to switch. Like they're either going to start turning bearish or something. Because like SPY has a little bit of breathing room left. The S&P, this is the S&P 500, has a little bit of breathing room here up until this downturn, this downtrend line that we've been holding all year. This thing has been holding us down like a mother. Okay, so we're getting near that. And you might even see preemptively in the other charts, right? You're seeing a little bit with AMD, right? A little bit of this potential double top here, right? Lower highs, you know, structure is failing to form higher highs here. Tesla's kind of in a weird spot. Let's see here. Amazon, nothing too clear there. Meta. So not necessarily everything's looking that way, but again, it's just something to be cognizant of, right? If you look at Microsoft's getting near a you know, pretty key support area here, pretty key, you know, supply area here, big resistance level. So, you know, and it pretty much, you know, the space aligned in here pretty much aligns with what's left in the space on the S&P. Netflix looks goofy as shit. Apple, right? Lower highs. Qs. Yeah, everything's just looking like it's gonna, I don't know, man. We'll see. It's getting interesting. I think the market's gonna get probably smoked, but you never know. I go one day at a time. I try not to speculate that much. The VIX is very oversold. The VIX is something no one's really talking about for some reason. The VIX is trading at like $20, bro. $20.50. This is stupid oversold. The VIX is so oversold. Okay, so there's one confluence. Okay, the VIX is oversold. The dollar and the treasury bonds may find a base here soon, getting near that support. Okay, crude oil's pretty low though, so that's a good sign. SPY, the S&P is getting near that inflection point. So there's a couple symptoms here. Crypto, I wouldn't really pay attention to that for preemptive signs of where the market's headed, but you can since it runs 24/7. You know, Bitcoin might be good for that, but SPY just floating around 4,000, baby, 4K. Looks like a massive head and shoulders on what? On the VIX? Sorry, I didn't know which one. I was been flipping. Bro, VIX filled that gap too. Mike C, I'm telling you, VIX is fucking. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, dude, the VIX looks scary as shit. the VIX looks like the stock market is about to fucking dump. I mean, I think, like I said, I think there's gonna be one or two really good green days next week, but that might be it. That might be it for the year. That might be it for the year, baby. SPY's going to like 300. So I've been watching this all year, man. I've never been sold by these rallies. Like that summer rally, I was never sold on that bullshit. Anything in between before that, never sold. This could be it though. You never know. I mean, we might break through here. You know, we have CPI coming out on December 13th, and then we have our next rate hike coming out on December 14th. So it's gonna get fucking crazy next month if it doesn't ahead of time. And that might be enough to propel us ahead. If the next inflation report is significantly lower, that could be a really good sign. But it has to be significant, granted. On top of that, jobs need to start cooling down, and they're looking like they're going to quite aggressively, at least forecasted wise. But the job growth has been out of control, like in a good way. It's strange because we're in a fucked up market because you know, job growth is like jobs are great, like jobs are booming, but the Fed doesn't want people to have jobs because that means there's going to be more people with more money, and that means there's more people spending money, which means inflation is going to struggle to come down. So we need jobs to cool down, and you know, there's a lot of other things going on. I mean, banks are failing, and interest rates are out of control still a little bit. You're seeing a few things calm down though, so you never know. But the Fed's going to probably pivot soon. There's probably going to be at least one more rate hike of projected 50 basis points. So we'll have that following the inflation report, and we'll go from there. We'll see what inflation comes out to. But other than that, guys, if you haven't yet, you must smash that like, boy. Smash that like, hit that subscribe if you found joy and had some good times here tonight. I'd love to see you in extra live streams. I go live every single week. I think I'm going to pick up the frequency now. So I'm going to go live twice a week from now on, every Sunday night, and then still planning out when to do the next one. I think we're going to do maybe a Monday or Tuesday thing. So count on that. And then be sure to go support the uploads, guys. And if you have any, suggested content and whatnot, all you guys got to do, I post nearly every day like a community post. I do a little voting thing. Go on there and just leave me a comment or shoot me a comment in one of the most recent videos. Let me know what kind of videos you guys are looking for. I will definitely entertain it, more than likely make a video for it. So love to hear from you guys. And at the very least, check out that free Discord link pinned to the top of the chat here, guys. I'll give you access to a free daily watch list, okay? I'm going to look at it right now. Let's see what's on there. Free daily watch list, okay? Got it pulled up on my Discord that is frozen right now. There's going to be about 5 or 6 companies. Oh, here we go. Free daily watch list, right? So I'll give you guys the earnings list, I'll give you guys economic data, and I'll give you guys a few companies on here, right? So right now we have Tesla, Amazon, and TSM. My daily watch list, we have price targets for both upward and downward direction, and some market notes as well, all from yours truly, right? Completely free. Check that link, baby, for free. If you want access to trade signals though, and learning our private strategies and things like that, you're gonna have to sign up for our service, but at the very least you can join the Discord community for free. SPY, Powell on Wednesday, nailed in the coffin. Powell on Wednesday, nailed in the coffin. Is he talking Wednesday? I haven't looked yet. That might be the nail in the coffin. I don't know. It's getting interesting. I think we hit this. I think we test that trend line on the higher time. I'm speculating here, okay? This is just me talking. I think we hit this trend line next week. From there on out, it's going to be interesting. We could see a lot of chop, but remember, we have about 2 full weeks until we have the next inflation report and the Fed rate hike. So there's still a chance we can still propel here. I'd be pissed off if we did bounce here. I think there's going to be a little bit lower. I want to see at least one more new low on the market, because I'm an investor, so I'm looking for just fucking stupid cheap companies. I still think there's recession potential. So me personally, I'm looking for lower, but hey, it won't surprise me if we do also flip. You just never know. Every market's so unique, and it's just something we'll keep in our heads. So then in the future, when we have our next recession in the next few decades, because they're pretty rare, or the next 15 years or whatever, we'll know, hey, we lived through this recession. Here's kind of what it looked like. So we'll gain something out of it, but this is the most we can do. VIX makes it look like we crashed 20% in December. Yeah, I know, right? NASCAR. Yeah, dude, I know. I think here's my personal targets. I'm going to leave you guys with this on the S&P 500 before I jump into my private Discord here and we stream the rest of the night and get real goony. Pre-pandemic highs. I think we at least hit that. My personal target is going to be between that 3,400 and about 3,200 here on the S&P 500. This is where I'd like to land. This is ideal state. Okay. And if we do get down here, I think that's going to be a good floor. I don't think we're going to go much lower than that. I mean, even fundamentally, companies are just going to get too oversold to a point where just supply and demand is going to kick in and the market's going to get bought up. But I would love for prices to get down here. I will start gobbling up shares. So we'll see where things go. Okay. Other than that, guys, it's great seeing you again. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, join our free Discord link in the chat, and I'll catch you in the next video, baby. Gang.